turtles, all in original packaging. He's also got the MDM there with the $1 million belt. The shirtless Ted with the belt. So shirtless Ted didn't come with the belt, so he's added the belt in there. I don't think that is an actual Hasbro belt, but we'll see. Don't know who that is behind shirtless Ted. Do you know who that is behind shirtless Ted on the image?
John Cena.
Is it John Cena?
Yep, John Cena. Yep.
He looks like he's got too much hair for John Cena these days.
He's got a hat on.
The big box as well behind there, which more turtle stuff there as well. I just thought really cool, good throwback. I have one of those April O'Neills in original packaging that's just sitting in my store, and so if anyone wants it, let me know. But
mate, I'll take it. Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
how much you want for it?
$1 million from you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool.
So yeah, that's good figures. Really like it. How about you, mate? Who's your merch perch?
Mate, I couldn't go past Lucas Manita. That's two shout outs, Lucas, because I greatly appreciate what he did for me. But that there is there you think of all the world title belts in any sport across the board. Is there any more iconic belt than the Winged Eagle?
No, it is the best.
It's amazing belt. Amazing belt. It's, in my opinion, shits all over any belt that the WWE has ever created. It's a cracking belt.
Why did they get rid of it? It makes no sense. Why did they change to the Attitude Era belt was still pretty cool. I quite liked it because it was very similar in style. Yeah. But now you look at the belt now, the blue and red belt. Far out.
It's almost looks like a toy, doesn't it?
It looks like a toy, but maybe that's why. Maybe they make them so that people will buy the toy-like ones.
Yeah, yeah. But
how anyone could buy the WWE Championship replicas for $600 now on those blue and red straps? How you could want that belt in your collection? I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, and for me, look, it obviously comes down to my age and what I grew up with, but the three belts from the WWF back in the day, from the golden era, the Winged Eagle, the Intercontinental, and the tag team, those belts are just timeless. They will never die. They look awesome. You agree?
Nice one, mate. Should we move on?
All righty. That's it. So that is merch purchase for the week, guys. And up next is what's online.
Did you see what was online? What's online? Some bloke selling some LJN figures on eBay. What's he asking? He's asking too much. Well, did you make an offer? Make an offer. You can't make an offer. It's an auction. Well, just slide into his DMs. Maybe he wants to let them go for less. Maybe he's just trying to whet your appetite. Well, I don't know. We'll just make an offer. I can't make an offer. It's an auction. We'll just slide right in to the DMs. What else is online? Oh, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff online.
All right, James, I'm going to go first tonight, mate, because I found some ripper stuff here online. Now, I'm just,
fantastic.
While we're talking, I'm just bringing this up on my phone because I've got the images on my phone, and I realized after uploading these images that I may not be able to read the text because it's a screenshot. It's a bit small. The first one is, last week we talked about my new Space Jam sneakers. I was pretty proud of myself. So I thought, well, what else is out there sneaker-wise that I might want to add to my collection? So it has these for a bit of off-white Air Jordans with
nice
Air on the label. How much did you want these as a kid? I remember these were the coolest shoes you could possibly have.
Yeah.
7,250, but free postage makes it worth it.
Yeah, perfect.
So, the next one, which I don't think I've got a price for, but I'll just show you. I started thinking about the WWE network, but when I was a kid, there was no network. It was the video store. And on eBay at the moment is the VHS Summerslam 88, probably the most iconic SummerSlam. James, if you can't read it there, can you tell me what is wrong with the back of the cover?
What is wrong with the back of the cover?
Might be hard to tell from not being able to read it because it's quite small. I'll go through the matches. Mega Powers versus Andre the Giant $1 Million Man. Okay, great match.
Yeah.
Demolition versus the Hart Foundation. Great match. Honky Tonk Man versus Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened in that match?
That was the Ultimate Warrior, right?
That was the Ultimate Warrior squash match where he came out and beat Honky Tonk. For me, one of my favorite moments as a kid, because you've got the legend Ultimate Warrior comes out, absolutely smashes Honky Tonk Man, talking smack about how you'd fight anyone in the locker room. Rest of the card was just okay. Junkyard Dog Rick Rude is a good match. Jake the Snake and Hercules, good match. And some of the other ones there are okay. Ken Patera versus Bad News Brown, I can't remember that, but how cool. Somebody's selling that for $20.
Wow. Did you grab it?
Nah. What am I going to do? I can't play it.
It's a collector's item, mate. It'd be awesome.
The best thing about it, if you look at the front cover, is it still has a Video Easy sticker on it. So it was bought second hand. The third one for me was also the same, a VHS tape. And unfortunately, this is the best image I can bring up. So people listening, not really missing much right now. It is a German edition of SummerSlam 1990, which is selling for $55 US with free postage worldwide. If you can read German on the back, I can read it. The Rockers, Gegen Power and Glory. That must be the first. Intercontinental title, Mr. Perfect, Gegen Texas Tornado. Tito Santana and the Warlord, Demolition and the Heart Foundation again. It's the same as 88. Rick Rude and the Warrior for the title in the steel cage match. Jake the Snake Roberts versus Bad News Brown with Big Boss Man as guest referee. The Brother Love Show with Sergeant Slaughter. So just lots of good matches, and the return of Hulk Hogan versus. Do you remember who he versed in SummerSlam 90?
SummerSlam 90. No, I don't. Macho Man?
No.
Earthquake?
Earthquake. There, you got it in one match. So, actually, yes. Got it. Just a cool thing to have. Wouldn't think there'd be too many German releases of SummerSlam 90. Worth pick up. Go and get it. Put it in your collection. I thought about telling our old mate Danny Cage.
Yes. Is he German, is he?
He lives in Germany. I don't know if he's actually German, but
right. Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, what have I found this week, Chris? I've found some crackers, and I've kept this to a PSA themed find. So first up, I've got, this is quite a unique piece, a Kobe Bryant signed scorecard where he scored individually 81 points in 2006 against the Toronto Raptors. And this is PSA authenticated, and it's going for $35,000 USD. So whatever that is in Australian. But I looked at, if you can't see it now, but if you zoom in on the picture where he signed, he scored 81 points, and the closest person near him was like in the 20s. So he's just dominated that game. But that's a great piece. Such a unique piece.
Do you remember who they were playing?
Yeah, the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, the Raptors. Good knowledge, James. Very good.
There you go. All right, next up, I've got a Vince McMahon signed 2007 Raw ticket. It's PSA authenticated, trying to sell it for $3,500 AUD, Australian dollars.
I think that's probably a little bit high.
It's high.
Yeah, very cool. Because it's a Raw ticket. If it was a pay-per-view,
it'd be a fortune.
Yeah, but Raw ticket, it's not going to be that hard to come by. But Vince autograph is pretty cool. And the other thing, I suppose it's been authenticated, so that's a good thing. There's something
about Vince that I greatly admire. You know, I'm sure there is. You hear it through all the wrestlers. There's a ruthless side to him. There's a business side to him. But what a guy to have kind of withstood the test of time, all the challenges, created, a brand. He's just a successful dude, and there's something intriguing about.
He always moves at the right time with the time.
Yeah, mate.
Probably the only time he hasn't done that is in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So every other generation, like when Attitude Era came through, it was the right time. He needed that to bring back the fans to wrestling.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're in the Disney era now where it's really, really safe. But that's pretty much the world, That's the world.
Yeah, it is. PC. And last but not least, now this is a cracking piece, Chris. Now this is from a Instagram page I follow called @Retro WWF Classics. Now he's got a WrestleMania 6 VHS cover signed by 21 superstars that all wrestled on that event. It's PSA authenticated.
Brought up the cover. On the front of the cover, you've got Hulk Hogan's autograph.
Hulk Hogan.
Really, really cool. But then on the back,
It's got the 21.
That is
mental. That is cool. I really love that.
Those people are no longer living, which is sad, but
it'd be heaps of them. Absolutely. Yeah. It would have been a nightmare for PSA to authenticate that. Like that's
go through every one of them.
Yeah, and it's pretty hard to see, but that's such a unique piece. I'd love to have that in my collection. Great piece. He was just promoting. He wasn't selling. It's just something he had.
I'll make him an offer.
No. Well, that's what's online.
What's online? So
excellent. Well, up next we have got the fig preview and review.
It's time to review a fig from today or the past. Which will it be? Stay tuned to find out.
All right, Chris, we are up to the WWF Hasbro Series 6. A much smaller set, this one.
Can I say, James, before you start on Series 6, really surprised by your choice as your favourite Hasbro from this range.
Yeah, okay.
Surprised.
Let's discuss it. So I'll share my favourite first. My favourite is
go through the list first, mate. Who have we got?
All right, so we've got Ric Flair.
Yep.
We've got Papa Shango.
Yep.
El Matador, Arriba. Repo Man, your favourite. Tatanka and the Berserker.
So not the strongest series.
Not the strongest series, but great characters.
Yeah. Good gimmicks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gimmick. Yeah.
All of those gimmicks didn't last that long.
Well, Ric Flair's lasted many, many years.
Ric Flair was never really a gimmick, though, was he? He was his own sort of persona. But Shango changed Godfather, Shango. Had about 4 different personas.
El Matador?
Berserker didn't last long. Repo was around for a while. Yeah.
And Tatanka, he was good. That was a good figure.
Tatanka's been around forever, so still going strong.
What's the story with Berserker? Didn't Berserker hold up Vince McMahon at an event? Have you heard that?
I have heard that, but I don't know I can't remember the story.
Yeah, neither can I.
We'll look it up.
We'll look it up for sure.
Yeah.
So who have you got? What's your favourite?
Favourite, without a doubt, Papa Shango. Best figure of the line in those in that series. Only thing is I found that the body's a bit muscular. I didn't think Shango was that much of a beefcake. But when you go back and watch, he was pretty ripped. So
big dude.
The other thing is I really like on the mint on card packaging is how well the photo, it's kind of creepy. It kind of matches. It's got the top hat. Again, what's my thing on hats and wrestlers, James?
You can't take them off when you're playing.
You need to have a removable hat. No one wants a top hat on a wrestler when you're trying to play with it. It makes no sense. Yeah, I'll punch you in the face, but your hat stays on.
Fair enough. Oh, look at this Jackson Benjamin. I have him signed with a picture of him signing it. That's cool. That's very cool.
Very nice.
For me,
nails held up Vince, mate.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I have heard that. Thank you, Steve. But I'm pretty sure Berserker did something as well. Anyway, I could be wrong. But my favourite of the Series 6 line would have to be, there's a close one between El Matador and Tatanka, and I've chosen El Matador. Just for the simplicity, I think it looks like him. My only complaint about the packaging is it's got Tito Santana, not the El Matador
It's the worst card. It's probably the worst card of the whole line for the fact that the photo of Tito Santana is from like his Strike Force and Single Days.
Yeah.
And yet the figure is El Matador. So, and the other thing I don't like is I feel like the writing should have said El Matador, Tito Santana.
Yeah.
So,
but the figure's great.
While we're going on things we don't like about this figure, no, the figure's not great. The action shouldn't be the punch; it should be the flying forearm. Yeah, but they've got to make a whole new mold for that. No, you could do that with one of the arms, like just a bendy arm, flying forearm. So I just think you've missed the mark, mate. I would have chosen Ric Flair